Let's just jump right into it. Today's title is Women Are Not Emotional, The Deception of Irrationality. Women are not emotional, the deception of irrationality. So oftentimes, this is for men, when women are displaying bad behavior in a relationship, it is not because she's emotional. She is displaying bad behavior because she wants to achieve some leverage. She wants to achieve a goal. She wants to get more leverage in the relationship. So these are tactics. And what's happened is that men are taught that her behavior is out of her control, meaning she's behaving this way because she's emotional. And I'm telling you now, that's not the case. She's doing it because she's trying to gain leverage. And so when you say the women are emotional, you're actually excusing the behavior. When in actuality, what she's doing is that she's using emotions to justify actions and behavior. So in other words, if she has a feeling, think about women not taking accountability. That means that women don't take accountability for their feelings and emotions. They don't. So if they feel a certain way, there has to be a cause. If she's not the cause, then what caused her to feel this way? So if she determines that you caused her to feel this way, then now her actions are justified because you're responsible for her emotions, not her. Hope this makes sense. So if a woman feels a certain way, she looks to an external source to determine who caused her to feel this way. Once she determines what or who caused her to feel this way, now her actions are justified because think about it, it's not her fault that she feels this way, it's your fault or said things fault. And so this is where we are when we come to women. Today's title is Women Are Not Emotional, The Deception of Irrationality. So we think women are emotional and being irrational, but in actuality, it is very calculated and it's very purposeful. What's up, Black Guy 9? What's up, Soy for Night? What's up, Naomi? What's up, Tierra? Play this clip real quick.
Feminism just weapon. I think women are so power hungry, and now that they've been given power, it reveals what women actually want to do. Because I just don't think our nature is very good.
Yeah.
I think our nature is like terrible. And so now they're like, here, you terrible people, here's a bunch of power. And they're like, yay, let's be whores. I'm going to leave my husband and I'm going to kill my kids. See you guys.
You make a good case. I can't really argue against
like
you.
I just don't think our nature is very good. I just don't like, sorry, I don't mean to push back.
No, I don't think most people's nature is very good though.
Well, especially women though. I think women's is way worse. It's like not even like, I feel like men's nature is like this bad and women's nature is like that bad. Feminism just weaponizes men's, how good of people men are.
Okay, let's hear this.
Because what they'll do is the women are like, please, we want to work. And the men are like, just shut up, fine. Here you go, honey, I want you to be happy. And they let us go work. Boom, she's the boss. Cooked. And then they say, look, we don't want to have a kid we don't want to have my kid. I don't want to force you to have it. So they're like, okay, here you go. And they're like, let's kill all of the kids. And we just keep doing this over and over and over again.
And so Pearl, was trying to explain to her about a woman's nature. And that was not very good. And it's not very good. And keep in mind, right, when God created us, he created us with deficiencies so that we could ultimately seek him to become whole. This is the whole purpose. So God, when we were born, we weren't born with everything because God wants us to be missing some things so that we try to find those things in him. So there are deficiencies that women have, deficiencies that men have. The problem is that a woman's deficiency is that she can't handle power. She can't handle power. So the problem is that what a woman's greatest weakness is what the world is trying to give them, and that is power. And so when we see women, what women are ultimately doing from a nature standpoint is to get power. Even if she gets with a guy, she's ultimately trying to conquer the guy so it can justify her leaving the guy. That makes sense. This is in her nature because her nature is always searching for the best possible mate. But her nature also resembles Satan, seeking to whom it can devour. And so her nature is never satisfied. Now, I'm not saying that a woman can't be satisfied. I'm not saying a woman can't, be a good woman. I'm saying that it takes work. It takes a man to be a good man. It takes a woman work to be a good woman. The problem is that women are told they're good from birth. That's the problem. And so we can agree that both men and women have to work towards being who God wants them to be. The problem is that women are not told that. That's not the message out. You don't hear anybody saying that women have to work very hard to be good women. You've never heard that. You've never heard it's going to be a tough task for a woman to be a good woman. You've never heard that. You heard it from men. Men are going to have to do this, and this to be a man that's respected, to be a man that's desired, to be a man that's honored. He has to do something. But when it comes to women, you never hear women say, it was hard for me to become a good woman. It takes a lot of work to become a good woman. You know why? Because the assumption's already there. I had somebody ask me one time, she said, am I a good woman? I said, well, how do you define good? She said, see, never mind. I said, how do you define good? And she said, see, never mind. Because she wants to be told that she's good. And so we know that women have poor character because if they have to work towards something, they reject it. They only agree with working hard in corporate America because it gives them a title, a position. They can brag, it's praise. So it's really ego, narcissism, pride. That's what drives them to perform in corporate America or their job. It's to stunt. It's not to be a better woman. It's to be able to tell the world, look what I did. And I know what I'm saying sounds, I know it sounds bad. I know it sounds non-traditional, but just because I'm born with deficiencies, the Bible says we're born into sin. Just because I'm born into sin doesn't mean I have to remain a sinner, if that makes sense. Just because I'm born a certain way doesn't mean I have to live my life that way. And so I don't even think it's, honestly, for a woman to know what your nature is, to know what you're capable of, to know it, like, you should want to not be that. It should motivate you to say, I don't want to be that. That's not what women do. What women do is they try to trick and deceive to make you believe there's something else that they're not. And so when it comes to men, the worst thing that a man can do is listen to a woman. The worst thing a man can do is listen to a woman. In my life, every time, not sometimes, not most of the time, every single time I've listened to a woman, it costs me. I'm telling you now from experience, don't ever listen to a woman. If she's crying, she's lying. Remember that. If a woman starts crying in front of you, you already know she's lying to you, because women's tears only matter in solitude. When she's crying in that room when nobody's around, those tears are real. And keep in mind, people, women know who they are. Women are brutally honest with themselves. Brutally honest. Women know who they are. They know what they lack. They know where they can improve. They know this stuff. They know it. I don't care if they get on TV and say, I'm this, I'm that. It's all cap. When women are alone and it's just them and God and the devil, the truth gets revealed very quick. That's why most women love to keep busy and keep up chaos. A lot of women can't sleep. It's torture. It's absolute torture. I had a video I had a video. What is this one? What is this? Okay. That's one clip, but that's not the one I want, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me me go back. Let me, because it was a clip from Fresh and Fit. But I just want you to hear these answers. Oh, I see Christopher sent me a video. I got to check that one out. Let me. And I'm going to show you a woman that respects a man. I don't see the video. I'm sorry. Let me see. No, that's not it either, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Let me go back. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Because it was a video, man. And it was a Fresh and Fit clip. I can't find it. I can't find it. But let me play this clip right here with a woman that respects a guy. I'll show you this clip. Oh, no, not that one. Never mind, y'all. I can't find it. I'm sorry, I can't find it. My bad, y'all. I can't find it. I'll just play some clips that I have because I can't find it. Maybe I'll look for it.
Ankles.
Well, he sent me a friend request.
Okay, all right. And do you guys both follow each other?
Yeah, I followed him back.
Is that hurt?
Yeah, I get it. I get that. But hurt people, right?
Okay.
Okay. If you're done, don't worry, I'm done too.
So, what you see here is this is a woman's first instinct to anything is to lie. A woman's first instinct is to lie. It's her knee-jerk reaction to everything is to lie. Now, a woman has to get to a point where that's not the case. Again, to become a good man, it takes work. To become a good woman, it takes work. So this notion that we're just born good is a false one, especially for women. Eve was talking to the devil for a reason. Eve was talking to Satan for a reason. She was entertaining Satan for a reason because he spoke her language. If you are a direct, straightforward person, i.e. a man, if you are a straightforward, straight shooter, honest man, tell like it is, women are not going to like speaking to you. They'll only want to speak to you when they want to know something. But just talking with you casually, they're not going to want to do that. because you're going to tell the truth. People that tell the truth can always spot a liar. People that tell the truth can always spot a liar. Now, this guy in this video, what is his fatal mistake here? His fatal mistake is that he's assuming that she's doing this stuff and it's not intentional. He's saying she's doing, pay attention, watch what I mean. This is what I mean. So she immediately lies and she says, it was a joke, lighten up. You asked a man to drop his pants so you could see his tattoo. It's just a joke, babe, lighten up. Immediately lying. Now, in his mind, what he's hoping for is for her to say, babe, I'm sorry, you're right. That means part of you believes that what she did wasn't intentional. I would tell this guy, she knew you're going to be watching it. She knew it was being filmed. Everything she did was done on purpose. You see, it hits different if she comes out and just says, yeah, I was playing the field, exploring my options. I knew you were watching. I didn't care. See how different that sounds? You see how now he has to make a tough decision? I knew you were watching. I knew the world was watching. I knew you were going to be embarrassed, and I did it anyway. Now what? As a guy, at that moment, he shouldn't even talk to her again. If I see the chick I'm dating on camera entertaining other men, it's over. It's over. I'm not even going to talk to her because think about it. I tell men this. If you walk away, she knows why. Trust me. Because everything she did to make you walk away was done on purpose. She knows why you walked away. That's what I'm telling men. You shouldn't even have a conversation with them. Just leave. What they call it, ghosting? Yeah, ghost. They know. Women get on social media talking about, why did he ghost me? They know. You know why he ghosted you? Right, Black Guy 9. She could have said, I want to be for the streets. Either way, this guy is already losing because he's even entertaining what he knows she did. And this is the problem with men, because men actually love and care. Men actually want to be with women. Men actually want these things naturally. So it's a tug of war fighting against your natural instincts to want to keep this woman versus your better mind to say, you got to ditch this chick. She got to go. This girl said, my husband can come for me. So listen to me. Think about this. She knows she's being recorded. She knows her husband is watching. She knows the world's going to see, and she did it anyway. How do we know this? Because before she went on the show, she made sure her hair was done. She made sure her makeup was done. She made sure she looked her best because she knows everybody's going to be watching. So that means if she knows everybody's going to be watching and she still does it, she did it on purpose. And this is hard for a man to hear. It's hard for a man to hear that these chicks are doing this stuff on purpose. This is why when you see a pimp, this is why pimps handle the hoes the way they do. Because a pimp knows she's doing it on purpose. That's the difference between a pimp and a regular guy. Or they'll say a square. A pimp knows a woman's nature. He knows she's doing that on purpose. He knows she's doing that to disrespect him. A square thinks she's being emotional, it's childhood trauma, she's upset. He'll give her all kinds of excuses. But a pimp knows, nah, you did that on purpose. because the philosophy is if you knew better, you do better. So if you know better, you don't do better, it's on purpose. So again, at this moment, this woman knew you were going to be watching, knew the world was going to be watching. She still asked the man to drop his drawers. She still asked the man, said she see if the grass be on the other side. She's still saying, my husband get mad and come for me. She told the world this. I'm trying to see if the grass is greener. My husband can come for me. Drop your pants so I can see your tattoo. And she knows he's watching. So at this point, nothing to talk about. It's nothing to talk about. But he cares about her, understandably. He cares about her. This is why I say being a man is tough, because you got to make tough decisions. Being a man is tough because you have to make tough decisions. I was watching a YouTube video and the guy said, what a man should spend all his time on is being stronger. I'm glad it just came back into my head. What a man should spend his time on is being stronger, because everything a man needs to do requires strength. So as a man, you are constantly going to be faced with tough decisions. And most of those decisions are going to require you to tell a woman no. And so even coming into this room, talking to his wife, it's the wrong, look at her face. Does she seem concerned about what he's saying? Does she seem like she care about his feelings being hurt? No.
Guy who's spitting banter at you. The last thing you can do is give me some respect. Last thing.
Babe, crack, I wanted to go with my girls. I did nothing wrong. We all just chatted and stuff. I went in there and do you know what? I had a great time just talking to everyone and the girls and whatnot. We had a great time.
So what women do is, what she's doing, pay attention, they use emotions to justify actions and behaviors. So because what she was doing made her feel good, it justifies what she did. She's not being emotional. She's not being irrational. She's not being erratic. Because what she was doing made her feel good, it justifies her actions. Women don't have a moral compass. They don't. They have to be taught how to be moral. They have to be taught how to be good women. They have to be taught this. And so she's telling him, we had a great time. I had a great time. That justifies my actions. Even though I'm disrespecting you, it justifies my actions because I had a good time.
You don't have each other on Instagram or Facebook?
No, we didn't exchange details, no.
But do you have each?
You see how she's lying? She knows what he's asking her, but now she wants to get technical. We didn't exchange any details. This is women. And men, you have to see this women. And this is what I'll tell you about men. This is why I tell you, don't listen to women. What you say is what it is. He should have came in the room and said, listen, if he was going to say something to her, it's over, and walked out. She knows why. Because you know what she would have did? She would have went on social media and said, now listen, all he said was, it's over, and walked out. She went on social media, she didn't be like, all I did was just go out. I didn't do anything. We just had fun. We were just chatting, having a good time. I didn't cheat. She knows exactly what she did. That's why I tell men, don't waste your breath. Just leave. Men have to learn how to leave. Law and leave. Those are the two L's. If you're going to take an L, fellas, let it be you laying down the law or you leaving. That is the two L's. Law or leave. It's your way or it's no way. Law or leave. That's it. And it has to be that way, because if you allow women to run a relationship, she's going to leave you anyway. She gonna leave you anyway. And hold up, not just leave you, she gonna torture you in the process. L. Sparks said it's like talking to his daughter. It's true. It's like talking to a teenager. For a woman to get mature, she has to spend time with God. A woman not spending time with God, the way she views the world is probably of a 16-year-old. I'm gonna say it again. Women get mature by spending time with God, and then a man. If she's not spending time with God or a man, then she'll have the mind of a 16-year-old.
Each other on socials.
Well, he sent me a friend request.
Okay, all right. And do you guys both follow each other?
Yeah, I followed him back.
Now, he just asked her, did you exchange socials? She said no. Now she's saying they follow each other. This is how women lie. Did y'all exchange socials? She said no, but they're following each other. All them muscles he got don't mean nothing. All them tattoos don't mean nothing. It only means something if the woman knows that you'll leave. It only means something if the woman knows that you will leave. That's the only way your words matter to a woman, if she knows you'll leave. And as a man, I gotta be honest with you, you gotta be willing to leave every day. The Bible talks about carrying your cross every day. As a man, you gotta be ready to leave every day. You can say, I don't want to live like that. You can say, Blanche, you tripping. Say whatever you want to say. But as a man, you must be able to walk away at any given moment. That is the only way your words matter to the woman. And so this guy got all them muscles. He's big and all that, but he's weak. And I'm not saying he's weak that I'm talking about him. He's just weak is that he can't walk away. Once he said he was going to walk away, he should have just left. Stimulated student said, that's true. Only difference between a 15-year-old and a 40-year-old is mileage and debt. Well, that's true because the body count rises just like the debt. The debt and the body count are competing against each other. Somebody said it earlier. She thick now. Don't listen. I get it. A body cold. Now listen, I get it. Don't listen. Listen, fellas. Don't think I don't get it. I get it. But they say she thicker than some stale grits. I get it. But you still gotta be able to walk away. See, he went to her already giving her the solution to the problem. All she had to say was, I understand. It was my fault. We both made mistakes. Look how low the bar is for her. Look how low he set the bar and she still didn't do it. That's why I said, if I'm with a woman, my wife, and she gets on TV hollering at other guys, it's over. It's not that we're going to go to counseling. We're not. It's over. Guess what? I might love this woman. I might cry myself to sleep at night. I might do all of that. But what I'm not going to do is continue being married to that woman. That's what I'm not going to do. So off of principle, we got to get a divorce. It's over. It's over. This guy goes to the gym. Now, when he's in the gym and his mind is telling him, you're too tired for this last set, guess what he does? Says, nah, I'm going to do it anyway. You see, in the gym, he can persevere. In the gym, he has the courage. In the gym, he has a no-nonsense policy. But outside the gym, he doesn't. You see, the gym, what we do in the gym should be our entire life. I'm talking to myself. What we do in the gym should be our entire life. So that means, just like I'm telling y'all, I won't ever date a girl that don't go to the gym. No more. I won't do it. I won't do it. And when I say go to the gym, she already going to the gym. Not me motivated, no. She already going. Because I already know her mindset of not going to the gym and me having a lifestyle of going to the gym, working out, I already know we're going to have two different worldviews. I've tried it, it don't work. But again, he said, I'm going to leave, and he came back. At this moment, she lost all respect for him.
I was just there being honest at that time.
But when I expressed how I just felt.
She thick now, hold on. She got a body now. I saw her walking, boy. She got a body.
How that video made me feel. I just wanted a little bit of empathy. All I wanted was for you to recognize that that hurt me.
Yeah,
all I wanted you to do was recognize that that hurt. Look at his legs. His legs don't look strong. His legs don't look strong. Look at his leg. Look at his top. Look at his leg. He'd be like a little superhero. Look at his legs. His legs tell the story. It's all for show. Chest, arms, shoulders, back. The legs look fugazi. It's all for show. And I guarantee when he walked back into the room, first thing she saw was those legs. First thing she saw was them legs.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. But hurt people.
She couldn't even say, I hurt you. She said, I get that, but hurt people hurt people. I'm telling you. This is why you don't listen to women. I'm just telling you, fellas. People listen, they're going to tell you Blanche is wrong. They're going to tell you Blanche is, somebody hurt Blanche. They're going to say Blanche don't like women. They're going to tell you all of this stuff. I'm telling you, fellas, don't ever listen to a woman. Trust me. If you don't listen to her, she will love you even more. She'll appreciate it because she knows what she's saying is BS. Trust me. She knows it.
Right?
Okay.
If you're done, don't worry, I'm done too.
So now she's in the wrong, but she done with him. He did her wrong. Boy, listen, somebody said earlier, they're the ultimate gaslighters. This is why you don't listen to women. He should have never spoke to her again in life. This is your wife going on television, trying to get with other men. There is nothing to talk about. There is no therapy. There is no counseling. I ain't got to go talk to God. It's over. Stowe Division said, you listen to the woman, you will suffer. Jesse Lee Peterson, amen. It's true. Thank you, Cruise Missile, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you again, sir. Always supporting. Thank you so much. Always supporting. Thank you, Combat Medic. Thank you so much. And again, women don't have to be this way. Women can do the work to be God-fearing, good women. They can do it. They don't want to do it. They can do it. They don't want to do it because doing the work tells the world, I'm not that already. Women live a life of deception. They're not delusional, it's deception. Women live a life of deception. They're not delusional, they're deceptive, meaning they try to convince you that what they're saying is true. They're not delusional. You see a chick saying, I get better as I age. I look better now at 50 than I did at 20. She's lying. But she's trying to convince you that she's telling the truth. It's not delusion. It's a tactic. And you got to be able to peep it. People say that women mature faster than men. No, women learn to manipulate earlier. They learn to lie earlier. They learn deception earlier. It's not maturity. just not maturity. They learn bad behaviors faster than men do. That's what that means.
Say yes, either because A, women are going to behave the way women behave, but it's the way we respond to them that determines the outcome of our relationships. You should have applied this to all relationships with all women, because the truth of the matter is that magic word, no, is the critical element that's required for a man to maintain not only his boundaries, but his leadership role in the relationship. Too oftentimes, men will say yes, either because A, we're lazy and we just don't want to deal with the issue, whatever it may be in that moment, or B, we think we're trying to be the good guy. He's such a good guy. Well, that good guyness is going to result in your relationships all failing, because the minute you give in, and I'm not saying you don't say yes to stuff, I'm just saying that when you start to compromise on your values and what you know is right, and you let people cross your boundaries, well then you have lost yourself. You become part of the problem. You become the cause of the problem. Yes, women are going to behave the way women behave, but it's the way we respond to them that determines the outcome of our relationships.
Amen. It's how the man responds. So in other words, say no. No. Women hit their maturation peak earlier than men. That's a bad thing. That's like a rookie quarterback hitting his peak his rookie year. Right. Right. Hold on. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. There was a that is funny. There was a clip I had. Such a great clip. Such a great clip. Oh, I got another great clip too. So it was a clip of this woman talking with this guy. And, you know, the guy, he wasn't, shoot. You know, the guy wasn't, let me go to Wednesday. It was a good clip though, because I wanted to show you all what respect looks like when it comes to a man. What respect looks like. It's such a good clip. Oh, it was a good clip. It was just because I want you to see the woman. I just want you to see where is that clip? Where is that clip? Okay, let me just, I'll try one more day and I'll just try to find it later. Because it was a short. Okay, I'm about to be done. I found my Fresh and Fit clip. Y'all know the guy that interviews people on the street. He has like a Caribbean accent. I think he's based in Miami. Ooh, I found it. Uh-oh. Oh, I found it. Yes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be trying to find this stuff, man, you know. Oh, it's a good clip, y'all. It's a good clip, though. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it.
Do you think it's okay to date a man for money?
A man for money? No, actually, that was going to be funny. No.
But you're an attractive woman. So if you could land a millionaire, why not do it?
I mean, money can't buy happiness. You see a lot of people that have a ton of money and they're still missing something. So
where does happiness come from?
now you're being really trivial. I don't know.
Connection with your partner.
If you're single,
Comes from within. Learning to love yourself, understanding who you are as a person.
are you single currently?
No, I'm dating him.
How long you guys been together?
Over 3 years.
But between the two of you, who makes more money?
She does.
I do.
You're the breadwinner. Have you always been the breadwinner?
Yes.
Do you think that being the breadwinner as a woman changes the dynamic in a relationship with a man?
No, I mean, I see other couples struggle with it, but not necessarily us. Like, I don't care. I mean, I make more, but it's our money. Like, what mine is his and vice versa.
How do you feel as the man, being that your woman makes more money?
Well, there's a season for everything. And it's at a time where she was able to carry us while I was figuring out job, life, with school, moved around, figuring out my passion and my path. She was a lot more stable than I was. At some point, the tide is going to change where the goal is for her to stop working at some point, and then she would take time out and focus on other things that she wants to. So it doesn't make me feel any type of way. There's no ego. There's no demasculating or emasculating me.
Why do you think so many men feel emasculated being in a position that you're in now?
Society, the pressure they put on you to do what a man does, or you're not doing anything if you don't act like what the definition of a man is. And in that way, they are living to please other people and not themselves.
Do you guys split the bills 50-50, or does your man cover everything?
We have a joint account.
Even though you're not married?
Yeah, we have a house account that we both pour into, and it covers like our bills. And then we each have our own fund money.
So if you make more, why not just cover everything?
I mean, we're kind of doing life together at this point. Like, it's not worth anything for him to have to like struggle and not have any experiences just because I make more. At the end of the day, we're both like trying to achieve the same thing. So it just seems silly.
Hey, excuse me, miss.
What did y'all notice about that clip? I mean, well, aside from needing, okay. I'm going back to the comments. Okay, listen. Okay, hold on. Y'all got me crying. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. Listen, this is my opinion. It's my opinion. I want you to look at how she's looking at him when he's talking. What I'm trying to tell you is that she respects him. Listen, y'all, he might be a scrub. He might be all of these things. I want to say this again. What women are actually attracted to isn't what most men think. They've been together 3 years. She makes the money. So she's looking at him for who he is. She respects this man. They got to think about it. She makes the money and they have a joint account. She respects this man. Now, granted, they should be married. Yes. However, if you meet a woman and she makes more than you and she's your ideal woman and she meets you and you're her ideal man, should her making more money than you stop the relationship? Cruise missile. He did find a good woman. You know why he found a good woman, Cruise Missile? Because she respects him. This is what motivates the man. This man told you the plans for this woman. He said the goal is for her to not have to work. Like, I don't think he's not working. I just don't think he makes as much as her. I don't think he's not working, though. And what I'm saying is, if he meets a woman that makes more than him, why shouldn't he pursue a relationship? And vice versa. If she makes the money, the issue is women making the money and not respecting the man. That's the issue. But if she can make the money and respect the man, then y'all can have a relationship. I'm not saying that all women are going to do this. I'm saying in this interaction, I can tell by the way she's talking about him, she respects him. Understand what I'm saying? Forget attraction, forget daddy issues, forget all of the issues. She respects him. Think about it. She makes the majority of the money and they have a joint account. I'm gonna play it again, y'all. I just want y'all to just listen to her responses and listen to his responses and just look at the interaction. So listen, the assumption is, and this we gotta be careful of, the assumption is that he's not working because she makes more money. That's not what was said. She makes more than him. It doesn't mean he's not working. Y'all are assuming that he's not working. So if she makes 150 and he makes 75, how is he a bum? If she makes 100 and he makes 50, how is he a bum? That's why I asked my initial question, should he not pursue a relationship because she makes more? We're going to play it again.
Hey, excuse me, miss. Do you think it's okay to date a man for money?
A man for money? No, actually, I was going to be funny. No.
But you're an attractive woman. So if you could land a millionaire, why not do it?
I mean, money can't buy happiness. You see a lot of people that have a ton of money and they're still missing something. So
where does happiness come from?
Now you're being really trivial. I don't know.
Connection with your partner.
If you're single,
Comes from within. Learning to love yourself, understanding who you are as a person.
are you single currently?
No, I'm dating him.
How long you guys been together?
Over 3 years.
But between the two of you, who makes more money?
She does.
I do.
You're the breadwinner. Have you always been the breadwinner?
Yes.
Do you think that being the breadwinner as a woman changes the dynamic in the relationship?
And even the term breadwinner implies that he's not making any money. So what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. He asked who makes more money. He says she does. I'm going to ask you all a question. Should they not date each other because she makes more money? That's a serious question. Most of the black women I've dated in my life, black women, have made more money. Most of them. Should I not date them? Now you can say, well, black is why it didn't work out. I'm saying that ain't why it didn't work out. what a woman looks for in a man is not what most of y'all think. Y'all think she's looking at she ain't. She's looking at who this man is so I can respect him. She respects this guy. Y'all can call him whatever you want to call him, but she respects him. Look how the interaction they talking. Y'all don't know what this man is doing. Y'all don't know what this guy got planned. You don't know what this man. Listen, there's a movie called Acrimony, Tyler Perry movie, where the guy, had a passion for this, something he was creating, and he wasn't bringing in a lot of money. So the woman was carrying the load. But then when the check came in, she had left by that point. My point is that ideally we look at relationships from man and woman meet. Man has the money more than the woman, takes care of the woman, happily ever after. I'm saying in this society, you meet a woman that makes more money than you, but she respects you. Are you not to date that woman? Are you not to date that woman? Yeah, with the engineer guy. Most guys, and if we can be honest, most guys that are entrepreneurial, dreamers, big thinkers, like most of the guys that are going to do something that's going to impact the world, there's going to be a period of him not making money. That's just how it works. Most people that are thinking outside the box to do something and make money, there will be periods of not making money because what they're working on either hasn't been done before or it's rare.
With a man?
No, I mean, I see other couples struggle with it, but not necessarily us. Like, I don't care. I mean, I make more, but it's our money. Like, what mine is his and vice versa.
How do you feel?
That girl said it's our money. So not only does she respect this man, but this woman said it's our money. Now, y'all tripping. Not only does she respect this man, but she also believes in this man. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. I make more money, but I don't care. It's our money. That's respect. Thank you, the Ice Cold Wolf. She put her money up first. She put the money up. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
As the man, being that your woman makes more money.
Well, there's season for everything. It's at a time where she was able to carry us while I was figuring out job, life, with school, moved around, figuring out my passion and my path. She was a lot more stable than I was. At some point, the tide is going to change where the goal is for her to stop working at some point, and then she would take time to focus on other things that she wants to. So it doesn't make me feel any type of way. There's no ego. There's no demask.
So y'all keep saying find his passion. What he said was past tense. He said when we met, I was trying to figure out with school. Like he listed some things. So he said he would. That was a past tense statement. He didn't say I'm currently trying to find my passion. That's not what he said. He said when we first met, I was trying to figure out. That's what he said. He did not say I'm currently trying to figure out. That's why I said y'all assuming he's not working. I guarantee that dude is working. I guarantee. I'm not saying he ain't doing his passion on the side, but I guarantee this guy's working because he respects her too. He respects her too. But at no way should the point of this guy just say, I'm currently trying to find my passion. He said when we met, I was trying to figure out, which is normal for a man. That is normal. She came along in his trying to figure out stage. Again, if you meet a guy, ladies, if you meet a guy that you see that you're going to respect and you're going to follow, and he's in his figuring out stage, it's up to you to decide whether you want to get with him or not. Because there's a bunch of guys that got their stuff, quote unquote, figured out, and y'all ain't going to make it either. I'm saying this woman said it's both our money. That means she respects this guy and believes in this guy. The issue with women making more money is the fact they can't respect the man. That's not her problem. So if she can respect the man and make more money, I don't understand why I wouldn't date this woman. Why wouldn't I? Why shouldn't they date? Black Knight, he's a nail tech now. He's making some money. Shoot.
Emasculating or emasculating me.
Why do you think so many men feel emasculated being in a position that you're in now?
Society, the pressure they put on you to do what a man does, or you're not doing anything if you don't act like what the definition of a man is. And in that way, they are living to please other people and not themselves.
Do you guys split the bills 50-50, or does your man cover everything?
We have a joint account.
Even though you're not married?
Yeah, we have a house account that we both pour into, and it covers like our bills, and then we each have our own fund money.
So if you make
We have a house account that we both pour our money into. And again, this man is working. He is adding finances. If you meet a man, ladies, that is thinking outside the box when it comes to making money, there are going to be periods where he's not making money. That's just how it works. You can get with a guy that has a 9-to-5. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying if you see a guy that's thinking outside the box, this is what it is. But she never said he wasn't contributing. He never said he wasn't contributing. He said when we first met, I was trying to figure it out. And I guarantee she was helping him figure it out. Because I guarantee he went to her and said, I'm gonna just get a job. And she said no. I guarantee it. I guarantee he went to her and said, you know what? This ain't working. I'm dropping this. I'm going to just get it. And she said no. I guarantee she said no. Because she wants him to succeed in his passion. Because she respects this man. Above loving this man, she respects him.
Make more, why not just cover everything?
I mean, we're kind of doing life together at this point. Like, it's not worth anything for him to have to like struggle and not have any experiences just because I make more. At the end of the day, we're both like trying to achieve the same thing. So it just seems silly.
Hey, excuse me, miss.
At the end of the day, he asked her, why don't you just pay for everything? She said, we're doing life together. She said we both want the same goals. So it just, I don't know, man. I thought this was a good example. Naomi, I'm with you, Naomi. They got it right. They did. If I meet a woman tomorrow and she makes more money than me, but she respects me, why would I not date her? Because I guarantee if I go to the woman and say, listen, I'm gonna stop doing this content, I'm gonna just go, she gonna say no. I guarantee he's gone to this woman several times and said, I don't want to do this. And she said no. I guarantee it. It's a good woman. I know what she said told that man. I guarantee he wanted to quit. Because most men that are out in this world trying to make some of themselves, they get to the point where they want to quit. They say, listen, I'm going to get a job and just do whatever. She was like, no, do your passion. We'll get by. I'm telling you, I already, because she respects it. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to just say this. As a man, if you come across a good woman and she makes more money than you, it's your decision. I'm telling you, if she's a good woman, that shouldn't matter. If your goal is to be able to provide for that woman, then let that be the goal. If your goal is to marry that woman and take care of everything, let that be the goal. But to pass up on a good woman because she makes more money than you is crazy. Or to pass up on a woman because you're trying to figure it out, that is the majority of a life of a man, is figuring it out. That's a man's life, is trying to figure it out. I'm 48 years old, still trying to figure it out. I'm 48 years old, still trying to figure it out. So a man figuring life out shouldn't be a deterrent for a relationship. That's an ongoing journey. A man will always be trying to figure it out, always trying to get better, always trying to make more, always trying to maximize what he can do, always. And again, nobody said the man wasn't working. He said he was trying to figure out what he wanted to do. It doesn't mean he wasn't working, though. It doesn't mean he was a bum. It doesn't mean he was on the couch playing PlayStation. Figuring out, I got a job now trying to figure it out. I'm still working. I got a job now trying to figure it out. It don't mean I'm not working. I still work. And I'm still trying to figure it out. So I think it's just a misconception to think that he wasn't working. I believe he's working. Black guy 9 said, I don't know a black woman who would carry a man. There's black women that carry a man, not like this, though. Not with respect, though. Not that many, not with respect. If a black woman was making 6 figures and he making under 6 figures, let's say he making 50, she making 150. She ain't gonna respect him. She'll pay all this stuff. She ain't gonna respect him, though. I guarantee she respect this man. Hands down. Hands down.
Because women have the final right. Could you imagine for 6 months?
Maybe don't do.
Yeah, first. Give yourself some credit, man. That's actually a good one, man. She said earlier she hates men. So it's like, give yourself credit, man. Wait a second here. You hate men, so like. Give yourself some credit, man. You know what? She hates men and she don't even give nothing to them. You know what? I can understand if she fucked him or something and he left her, but she didn't give him nothing and she said she hates him. You know what? Eisenhausen! Bro, could you imagine? Eisenhausen! For 6 months?
Maybe don't do that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine talking to her for 6 months and just her on the line? And just on the line. I will leave too. Bro, literally. I will leave too. Her brain right now, just the monkey going like this with the fucking clapper like this, bro. The whole time, bro. That's all it is in her bed. It's like that's what's going on.
Look in the middle.
Chat, please clip that for fresh.
Bro.
No.
Yo.
Not the hat, nigga.
How did Germany fall so bad, bro? We were from real niggas, bro.
No, the mixed.
What was that?
The mixed.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
This is why mass immigration is a problem. We don't know. To educate us. Tell me.
So why are you? You're right.
If it weren't for him, Germany would still be.
No, this ain't it. This ain't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't the one I wanted. Hold on 1 second. That wasn't it. Hold on. Why did I send that? I can't find it, man. It was I'm gonna play this one. It was one talking about. I was going to highlight how Myron was getting frustrated, and I was like, "Dude, they're doing this on purpose." It was, when I watched Fresh and Fit, I watched the Frank Castle clips when the girls get kicked off, and Myron gets frustrated. I'm like, dude, these chicks are just lying to you. They're not being serious. They're just lying. Pie said, no disrespect, but a man shouldn't be trying to figure it out after 35 years old. Let me ask you all a question. When you look at KFC, is Colonel Sanders young or old? When you look at KFC, is Colonel Sanders young or old? So we got the KFC brand, multi-billion-dollar company, but the face of the company is an old white guy. Why not a guy that's 35? Why wasn't Colonel Sanders 35 with KFC? Or maybe he was 35 with KFC, but it took 30 years for it to become KFC. Maybe Colonel Sanders was 35 when he started KFC, and it took 30 years to become KFC. It's not a one-off. Most men don't achieve financial success till they're in their 40s and 50s. This is a fact. We can go to case after case. You can ask guys that are successful truly and ask them how long it took. How many ups and downs? How many failures? How many back to the drawing boards? I'm just saying, I'm just challenging what you're saying, because what you're saying is after 35, it should be smooth sailing. And I disagree with that. Anybody out here trying to make a way, not going to work for somebody, trying to make a way, this is what it is. They're going to have a story to tell. They're going to say, I went here, this business failed, this didn't work, I got fired from here, I was homeless. It's a whole lot of things that happened. And during that time, somebody will come along and say, man, you a bum. Man, you a degenerate. Man, you ain't doing this. So again, when I say figuring it out, if you have to go back to the drawing board, you are trying to figure it out. So if I'm 35 years old and I have a company and it fails and I go back to the drawing board, I'm figuring it out. If I'm 37 and I have to go back to the drawing board, I'm figuring it out. During that whole time, I'm still doing, but I'm still figuring it out. Figuring it out don't mean you're not contributing, you're not being productive. Figure it out means that you have a goal in mind that you want to achieve. So I'm saying, again, it's not anecdotal, it's just a fact. Most men achieve financial success in their 40s and their 50s. And it's a reason because as a man, you're going to endeavor to do something and it may not work. You have to go back to the drawing board. You got to go back and tweak it. You got to go back and change it. You got to go try to add this. Say, this is all figuring it out, but it doesn't mean you're not working and you're not doing. I know a friend I grew up with. Her mom worked for the state of California, but her dad was like a director, playwright, everything. So her dad ran like the local theater. You know, they had a theater. They ended up having to sell it, but this dude was inventing toys, but he had a job though. Throughout the whole, I think he worked for the post office. Throughout the whole time, this man still had a job. Ended up losing the theater. People stopped going to the theater. He had all these inventions didn't pan out, all this stuff. But my point is, to say that a guy after 35 should have smooth sailing is crazy. As a man, you are going to go back to the drawing board at multiple times in your life. If you're not going back to the drawing board, you're not figuring it out, guess what? You're being complacent. That's what most men do. Most men get comfortable. I'm saying for a guy that says, I want to make my own way, he is going to go back to the drawing board multiple times. Multiple times. It is a tough standard to meet, Based on 35 comment saying that the man has to figure out in his 20s is a tough standard to meet. It is. It is. You know how many you know how many guys or men in general that were endeavoring to do something and it just wasn't working out. And to be called a bum is crazy. Like that's crazy to me though. Especially me being on this side. I can say that I was working in television, I was working in film. I got fired because of the shots. Then I got people looking down on me saying, why aren't you doing this? Why are you doing the job I got now? I'm still trying to figure it out. But guess what? I'm still working. I didn't know a pandemic was coming. I didn't know they was going to fire me from my career. I got to figure it out. I got fired from my career in my 40s. They was like, oh no, not only are you getting fired from here, you can't work in the industry because we want you to get the shot. I couldn't even work in the industry. I had to figure it out in my 40s, start over. So to say that a guy figure out to 35 is insane to me. It's insane to me. That guy that was with that girl never said that he wasn't working. Never said that he wasn't working towards what he was doing. Nobody ever said that in the video. You just assume because she made more that he wasn't doing his job. I'm like, that's insane. We know in today's climate, it is easier for a woman to go into corporate America and make money than a man. That's a fact. That's based on hiring statistics. That is a fact. It is easier for women to go into the workforce, corporate America, and make money. So a woman making more money than a man today shouldn't even raise an eyebrow. It's par for the course. It's what they want. It's by design. But I'm saying as a guy after 35, you're going to go back to the drawing board. You're going back to the drawing board. If you're not going back to the drawing board, guess what? You may be blessed. You may be blessed at 20 to be in your career field or your passion, do what you're doing. But I guarantee, even if you're in your passion at 20, you're still going back to the drawing board. There's still going to be periods where you say, I don't want to do it no more. I want to quit. Those things are still going to, if you are in this life really trying to achieve something, you are going to want to quit and go back to the drawing board. Those are two things going to happen. You're going to want to stop or go back to the drawing board constantly. Because what you're doing is constantly testing who you are as a man. It's a constant test, a constant struggle, a constant fight. I just saw this clip. Hold up. But I can say this, right? I was in education, right? I left education and I went to film. I left education in my 30s. I pivoted, went to film and television, started from the bottom. Now imagine folks saying, Blanche, what you doing? You was doing this. So what I'm saying is that as a man, you are constantly tasked with figuring it out. You, as a man, you should constantly be going back to the drawing board because you should see how you can improve. See what fails, see how you can get better. Matter of fact, let me go to this clip. Let me go to this clip. Oh man, where's my boy at? Here we go. I found it. Let's put my boy up real quick. Let's pull my boy up real quick.
When you need blanks from top brands, custom DTF transfers, or custom apparel, why?
Ric Flair, John Ayers, special referee, Sir Rick.
Man, listen, man, you got to love Ric Flair, man. You got to love Ric Flair, dog. You got to love Ric Flair, dog. You got to, dog. Ric Flair said, man, that's why this jacket costs $800 and that jacket costs $200. And I don't know how much that jacket costs because I wouldn't wear it. I got 20 women outside in a limousine just waiting for me to say, woo! my point is all that to say that as a man, this is our life, and our life is not nothing that can be scripted. Our life is filled with ups and downs, trials and tribulations. Our life is not carbon copy of the next man's. Like, this is what it is. I'm saying that Colonel Sanders is an old man. So we can look at that two ways. I can say never give up, or I can say it may take some time. But as a man, that's your life. And somebody telling you that you got to be something at 35 and you can't be it at 50, or that you can't be it at 18, you got to be it at 35. This is your life. This is your life. Think about all the stuff that Tupac did in his life. We don't agree with it, but think about stuff Tupac did in his life. Tupac died at 25. Think about all the stuff Tupac did. He died at 25. That means that Tupac from 18 to 25 did a whole lot of stuff. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But as a man, when life happens, though, we don't cry about it. We don't complain about it. That man said, I don't feel like I'm less of a man. He said that's society doing that. That made me feel bad. That man said, I don't feel like less than a man. And guess what? He shouldn't. He shouldn't. If your woman makes more than you, you shouldn't feel less of a man, because then that means that money determines your manhood, and it shouldn't. And it shouldn't.
Unfortunately, destroying this country. And I also believe that it is enabled by weak men. So I want to be very clear. I'm not attacking women. I'm attacking both sexes. But we attack men, and rightly so, all the time for excessive aggression, violence, sexual predation, as we should. But we never, ever criticize women for their errors, for their sex-specific flaws, which are largely uncontrolled, uncontained emotion, which explodes and leaks out into horribly destructive areas, such as...
Let me start over. What this guy is saying is good. Bob says, now you got to get rid of a woman making more, not going to work long term. So I'm going to say this again. I knew a guy I played ball with. His wife was an exec for Coca-Cola. And he was always able to have free, like he was always able to do what he wanted to do. I remember I took him home when they had a big house. I said, what do you do? He said, man, I'm in the real estate. He said, I flip houses. He said, my wife got me started. She put some money down on the house, the property, the first couple of properties. He said, that's how I got started. That's what I've been doing ever since. Now, again, she respects him. That's what I'm trying to say. If a woman don't respect you, making money is not going to be a determining factor. Because the issue here is a woman respecting you. If a woman doesn't respect you, it's not because of the money. if a woman respects you, it's not because of the money. The issue is the woman respecting you. But the misconception is that a woman's going to respect you because you provide. That ain't why she respects you. That ain't why she respects you. And if she doesn't respect you, not because you're not providing. Trust me, that's just a reason that she's giving. A woman is respecting the man based on who the man actually is. When she looks in his eyes and she sees that that's Ric Flair, that's what she respects. This is a very critical error that men make, thinking of what women actually respect. There are women that respect men that don't provide. We see a pimp makes all his money off the women. The pimp makes the money off of the women. Hugh Hefner makes money off of the women. That means these women are willing to pay this man because they respect him. Because they respect him. So a woman respecting you or not respecting you ain't based on how much money you have. I'm telling you that now. Don't fall for that trap. I'm not saying as a man that you shouldn't provide. I'm not saying as a man you shouldn't provide. I'm not saying as a man you shouldn't be responsible. I'm saying that the reason a woman doesn't respect you is not because of the money. That's just what she's saying. What she's really trying to convey in the messaging is, I don't respect you as a man because I know deep down inside, if push came to shove, you're going to let me rule over you. That's what she's saying. I know plenty of men that I've known in my life, not plenty, but I've known some men that the wife made more and he had the utmost respect. He had the utmost respect. What I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying is this, right? A woman, what women, I keep telling you all this, pay attention. Stop listening to women. If a woman likes you, she'll pay the bill. Listen to what I'm telling you. What women are attracted to is not money. It's not provision. What women are truly attracted to is who the man is at his core. So even the woman that marries the provider, she's still going to cheat on him. She ain't going to respect. Think about it. If this was true, when a woman, how many guys y'all know that pay for everything and get no respect from the woman? How many men do we know that pay for everything and still don't get respect from the women? That lets you know it's not about providing. It's not. You providing as a man is something that you should do as a man, not because of the woman. So I'm telling you now, if a woman respects you and she likes you, she gonna pay the bill. I'm just telling you, I met a chick one time. I was in Essence Festival one year. I met a chick. She was a nurse. She's a traveling nurse. I met this chick. I was talking to her, met her out. We was talking, vibing, good. She's like, where you staying at? Like, I'm at the Hilton. You know, I got a roommate. You know, back then, you know, we were just, you know, we share a room because we wasn't even never in the room. But she was like, well, I got a suite. I was like, for real? She's like, yeah. This chick had a suite at the hotel with all the celebrities. Keep in mind, this chick is there by herself. I'm walking through to the room. Steve Harvey, everybody. I mean, all Terry Crews, everybody. I mean, all the celebrities. What's up? We go to her suite. She got a suite. She got a suite like big in people's apartments. I'm like, girl, what you got this stuff? She's like, oh, I just want to be comfortable when I travel. So we sit in there and talk. She said, why don't you stay here with me? Order room. So I'm just telling y'all. When a woman like you, she'll pay the bill. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not saying, I'm just telling you all, when a girl likes you, she gonna pay the bill. I don't care what y'all say. I done seen it too many times in my life. They don't care. If the woman respects you, she don't care. That girl said, we putting both the money in the pot. We got a joint account. How many chicks y'all know do a joint account and they make the majority of the money? Stop. Black Nine said, this way I like my woman short, chubby, with good credit. They loves me. Hey, listen, y'all. Listen, fellas. You want to make it easy? Like who likes you. Like who likes you. Tierra said, what happened to Proverbs 31? Let's just go look at it real quick. Let's see what it says. Let's see what Proverbs 31 says. Proverbs 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? Who can find a virtuous woman, because her price is far above rubies? Now, does anybody believe that all virtuous women come to the relationship making less than the man? Is being a virtuous woman, is part of being a virtuous woman tied to you making less than the man? So the assumption is that because the man makes less than the woman, he's depending on her. It doesn't mean he's depending on her. You all are assuming that she's taking care of him because she makes more money. That's not true. Taking care of a man and making more than a man are two totally different things. A guy that makes $50,000 a year can take care of himself. Just because she makes $150 doesn't mean he needs her to live. This is a misconception. Making more than a man doesn't mean that the man needs the woman. The woman can make more than the man, and the man can still take care of himself. In my younger years, all I dated was women that made more money than me. Guess what? I had my own apartment. I had my own apartment. My younger years were filled with me messing with women that made more money than me, and I had my own apartment. They weren't taking care of me. They made more than me. They weren't taking care of me. So again, the assumption is because she makes more that he's either a bum and she's taking care of him. That's not what was said. He just makes less money than her. It doesn't mean he's a bum and she's taking care of him. Elevating his lifestyle, keyword, elevating from another place, which means I already have my own lifestyle. If she wants to elevate it, then guess what? She gonna elevate it. But why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she? If I'm with a chick and she wants me to go to France tomorrow and I ain't got it, why wouldn't she pay for it? Why wouldn't she pay for it? If I'm telling her, listen, I can't go, and guess what? I'm cool with not going. It's okay. I don't have to go to France. She says, I want you to go to France. I can't afford it. I'll pay for it. What you want me to do? Say I ain't going so she can be sad? Y'all different than me. I wouldn't listen. I done been flew out too many times, and I'm happy. Listen, yeah, she flew me out. She took me to France. She did. She paid for it. It's such a wonderful gesture. It's a great woman. She told me that she wanted me to enjoy the trip with her, and I thank her. She exposed me to something great. Okay. Thank you. She's a great woman. She didn't take me to France when I was homeless. She didn't take me to France when I was in a shelter. I'm taking care of myself. I got my own bills, paying my own rent, got my own car. I'm self-sufficient. And I'm okay with not going to France. She wants me to go to France. And she tells me, I'm not going to be able to enjoy myself in France unless you come. Nah, she wasn't older. She wasn't older. She wasn't. No, first of all, let me say this. Nobody flew me out to, let me say this. Nobody flew me out to, I didn't get flown out to France. I'm using an example. I done been flown out, but not to, it's been in the States, not to France. That's an example. Not to France. No, she wasn't big. Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, man. Y'all, tell you something. I don't know how to explain this to y'all. All women are the same. Whether she's big or they all the same. And they're the same based on attraction. Their attraction don't change. So if she 300 or 150, it don't matter. They all behave the. Goodness, man. This is where men be messing up. Y'all think that these women running their mouth about what they expect and it's cap. I'm telling y'all, it's all cap. I'm used to this. I'm used to this. You know how many chicks I done been with that got bread? It don't matter. Y'all. Man. Y'all. Somebody said that can be dangerous for a woman because it sends a sign to men that she's willing to foot the bill and will take advantage. It's different for women. No, it's not. Because most men ain't gonna behave like that. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. The guy that women respect is actually rare. The guy that women actually respect, I didn't say she likes him, thinks he's attractive. The guy that she actually respects is rare. Women probably respect, actually for relationship purposes, probably 1 out of 10 men. So she won't get taken advantage of at all because the majority of men won't even qualify because the majority of men are going to try to impress her all the top anyway. They're going to disqualify themselves. I'm telling you all, you don't have to do all this stuff. I'm telling you, the chick that's in a Benz, in a G-Wagon, got the same mentality when it comes to a guy as the chick in the Ultima. I'm just telling y'all, if a woman likes you, see, a lot of y'all ain't never had a woman actually like you and to see how they behave. Women behave totally different when they like you. And she ain't got to be fat either. Women behave totally different when they like you. They make all kind of concessions. They create it all in their mind. So they'll get on TV and say, I can't date no broke man. And then be on the phone you're talking about, but I really want you to go. I want you to see it. I want you to enjoy it. You'll love it. The same chick on the podcast saying, I ain't dating a man that make less than 6 figures is the same chick texting you talking about, I really want you to enjoy it. I want you to see the world. The same chick. I'm just telling you all that it's the man they respect. You ain't got to take my word for it. I'm telling you what I done seen in my own life. I done seen it too many times. You ain't got to trick off. None of that stuff. You ain't got to ask them out. None of that stuff. When a woman likes you, she will take care of everything. I'm just telling you. You cannot believe me or not. Believe me, you don't. I don't care. I'm just telling you. And she ain't got to be fat. Them chicks be on them podcasts talking about what they won't do are the main chicks talking about, I want you to see, I want you to come to Thailand with me. Please come. Begging you to go to Thailand. Chick work for Delta talking about, I want you to see the world with me. Come with me. I got the passes for you. What you talking about? See, a lot of men have not been liked by a woman. They pursued women. They've gotten women. They've slept with women, but they ain't never really been liked by a woman. You know how many chicks done told me, I want you to do this spa day with me. I'm getting you the spa day too. You know how many chicks done, I said, I like something and they done bought it for me. Most men have never been liked by a woman. And somebody say marriage is much different. Most men marry women that don't respect them. Most men marry women out of obligation. They don't marry a woman that respects them. So what most men do is they marry the chick that they think they should marry. And she plotting the whole time. We can say marriage is different. We can say whatever we want to say. I'm telling y'all what I know. And a woman, if she respects you, them plans get thrown out the window. Now, when you marry a chick and she don't respect you no more, it's because she never did. It's because she never respected you in the first place. I know guys where their wife makes more money than them and he get the utmost respect. So I'm just telling you all, if she don't respect you in the marriage, she doesn't respect you in the first place. She never respected you. Or you did something not be respected. And so I'm just telling you all, because most men have never been liked by a woman. So it's a whole different experience. It's a whole different experience from the chick telling you what she wants you to experience versus you trying to get her approval. It's a whole different experience. This is why I tell guys, you need to be around some women that actually like you to know what it is so you can see. The chick that's a quote unquote 1, 2, or 3 got the same thing chick that's a 10. It's the same thing up here what they're attracted to. And if a woman disrespects you without money, she disrespects you with money because it ain't about the money. And this is where most men fail because they think it's a certain type of formula you got to do on the external that it ain't, it's this in here. Who are you when she looks in your eyes, what does she see? Does she see King Kong or does she see Curious George? What does she see when she looks in your eyes? And most men don't want to admit it. They came across as Curious George, but when she looked as King Kong, but when she looked in your eyes, it was Curious George. You came across like this, like King Kong, but when she looked in your eyes, she saw Curious George. So when you get married to her, she don't want to sleep with you no more because she don't respect you. I keep telling y'all, when a woman respects you, it's a different outcome. Most women don't respect most men because most men don't know who they are in here. Most men try to please a woman. This is most men. They try to gain favor in her eyes. Most men ain't gonna tell a chick, you all right. Most men will tell a girl your breath stink. Your cooch stink. You know how many fine chicks out there? Their vagina smells like a dead whale carcass on the beach, and men never tell her. Do you know how many women out there that are fine and their vajayjay smells like a rotting sea lion carcass, and the men never tell her? Then there's one guy that tells her, you stink. Who you think she gonna respect? Who you think she gonna respect? All the men that just smashed and were smashing like this? Or the guy that said that thing stink, I ain't doing it? Who she gonna respect? See, y'all have never experienced a woman actually liking you, where she's doing the pursuing. I want you to come. My boy, this chick said, and my boy made money. This chick said, I want you to come to England. He was like, okay, I'll think about it. I want you to come to England. He said, I'll think about it. She said, I get the ticket. He said, okay. I get the ticket. Okay. I'm just telling y'all. If a woman wants you, she respects you, she gonna do all the heavy lifting. Matter of fact, she wants to do it. How do we know this? Because in Proverbs 31, this is how a woman acts when she respects you. She never got any compliments before, so she's gonna think the one guy that said something about the stink is full of it. No, she don't. She know it stink. She smell that. She smell that seaweed every day. She know it stink. But she also know the guys are weak for vagina too. She don't respect them. Black 9 said, you better get a woman that's 5'2", chubby with good credit. She'll love you to death, man. Listen, fellas, you can get any woman, chubby, tall, it don't matter. It's all about when she looks into your eyes, what does she see? Does she see King Kong or does she see Curious George? So I'm telling you right now, when she looks in most men's eyes, she sees Curious George. She sees Curious George. But this is how a woman behaves, fellas, when she likes you. This is how a woman behaves when she likes you. Proverbs 31, verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She rises also while it is yet night and giveth meat to her husband and a portion to her maidens. She considereth the field and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands, and she panteth the vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength and strengthened her arms. She perceived that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold to the staff. She stretches out her hand to the poor, yea, she reacheth forth her hand to the needy. She is not afraid of snow or her household, for her household is clothed with scarlet. She maketh her coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, and he sitteth among the elders in the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles to the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she will rejoice in time to come. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not to bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, and her husband also, and he praises her. So when a woman respects you, fellas, and when a woman likes you, that's what she does. Go read Proverbs 31 and look what the woman was doing. Everything. Because she respects her husband. I'm trying to tell you all, when a woman respects you, that's how she behaves. She can't help it. It's her nature. When she said, I finally found King Kong, it's her nature. It's your job to remain King Kong. Most men go from King Kong, then Harambe, then Curious George, then the monkey doing this with the cymbals. That's most men. Most men forget to be King Kong. So, again, fellas, don't think, okay, forget that. Don't listen to women. Women are never going to tell you what they really desire in a man. You know why? Because if they did, men would have to put forth any effort. Women will never tell you what they truly desire in a man, because if they did, men would put forth no effort. This is why they don't do it. Because they can't put you on a hamster wheel. They can't make you hop through rings of fire. This is why they don't tell you this. I'm telling you this. The chick you think is a dime and the chick that's not, they got the same thing they want to see in a man. The exact same thing. And I'm telling you now, when a woman likes you and she respects you, she'll make concessions. Trust me. If he can't take me to Nobu on the first date, I ain't going. You get a text. You been to Nobu? No, I ain't never been. You want to go? I'm just telling y'all when they like you. I'm just telling y'all. I'm not telling you to be a bum. I'm not telling you to be a degenerate. I'm telling you that when a woman respects you, she's not going to make money an obstacle. She's not. She ain't going to do it. If what's standing in the way of her getting that man is money, she going to make it happen. Because to her, money is not a symbol. It's not a symbol of this internal drive. It's just not. It's not. She used the money for leverage. Women use money for leverage. Men usually make money based on character. It's a principle behind it. Women use money for leverage. Two separate reasons for the money. So it don't make her feel bad to pay for you to go to France. It don't make her feel bad buying you a ticket to Thailand. It don't make that ain't her that ain't tied to the money. She ain't tied to the money like that. She said, I want the match. She got visions of you being on the beach with her. And she rubbing them abs. That's what she got in mind. How y'all gonna look going out in Thailand? How y'all gonna look on the beach? How them pics gonna look for the Instagram? That's what she's thinking about. How it's gonna look, how it's gonna feel. Y'all riding horseback, you got your shirt off, riding horseback. And she behind you holding on tight. That's what she's thinking about. She ain't thinking about the money. The money is a means that you think you think she gonna let you not being able to go to Thailand because you can't afford it. You think she gonna let that ruin her fantasy? You're insane. You're crazy. She's not. She's going to gladly buy the ticket and pay for the hotel or the Airbnb. Sig said it's only becomes a problem when she makes more of you and your dude starts cheating or getting insecure about it. It's possible because once the guy gets insecure, you ain't King Kong no more. You're Curious George. Cheating is really a hit or miss because most women, that ain't really a deterrent. It's cheating. It's just most women is how you cheat. Blanche, that's easy for a guy 6'7" with a six-pack, like you say, like you like to say. Here goes the difference. Just hear me out. What you are trying to stimulate in a woman is her mind. What you are trying to stimulate in a woman is her mind. We could agree that a woman's mind is doing this, which means there are multiple ways to stimulate a woman's mind. Some guys got a cheat code. Let's say the top of this cheat code is I got the physical attributes. I'm tall, dark, and handsome. That's the first attribute to have to get these women. There's a second attribute. Am I charming? Do I dress nice? Do I smell good? Do I have charisma? Am I funny? Am I intelligent? Can I talk to her? Can I stimulate her? It's a whole bunch of ways to get the woman. It ain't just one way. So again, I'm just telling you all, a woman is not going to let finances get in the way of her fantasy. She's not going to do it. She ain't going to do it. We just read Proverbs 31. It is in a woman's nature to want to do for the man. That's in her nature. That will never go away. So even if she's broke with no money, she'll still constantly do. It's just money makes it easier for her to do, and she can do it more. But whether she's broke or with money, I'm trying to tell you all, it's not the money. The woman will do it with or without the money. Women will bring you flowers. Women will do it. I keep telling you all, there is a difference when a woman likes you versus you liking the woman. It is two totally different experiences. No, I didn't play pro ball. No, man, I didn't play pro ball. I wish, but yeah, basketball is trash. Basketball is trash. I agree. Listen to me, fellas. I need you to get your mind and clear it. Erase everything that women have said. Erase it. Because what happens is that your confidence is being damaged by what you think these women want. Most women don't really know what they want, but they know they want something. They know I want a man. What type of man is going to depend on what's in front of her, who can stimulate her, but she wants a man. So what I'm trying to tell you is, whether you're 5'9" or 6'9", you can still get the woman. I'm just telling y'all. There's a saying that the pimps say that conversation rules the nation, and it's true. Conversation rules the nation. A woman has no defense against you talking to her. If she's listening to you, she has no defense for that. Zero. Conversation is going to rule the nation. I'm telling you. So even a chick that would say, I would never date him. I would never do that. I would never, she'll be the same one talking about, I got the tickets. A woman is not going to let money stand in the way of her fantasy. I'm just telling y'all, she's not going to do it. She'll make a way. So, I'm glad you said this. Women want to be worshiped, but worshiping a woman doesn't require her respect. And I keep telling you all that The woman that respects you, it is a different experience. If most women want to be worshiped and most guys worship women, who do you think she's going to respect? She met 20 guys. 19 of those guys went according to plan. They all tried to pursue her. They all put her on a pedestal. They all did all of this. One guy said, nah, I ain't doing that. Who you think she gonna respect? I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you no anecdotal stuff. This ain't no red pill stuff. I'm telling you what I know. There is a difference when a woman respects you versus you trying to get with the woman. It is two totally different experiences. I was out with a chick one time. This chick asked me out. I'm assuming that she was going to pay. And I should. She asked me out. We at the restaurant. We eating. Great conversation. The bill come. I don't pick up the bill. We talking. Still talking to she. I didn't pick the bill up. Shall you getting the bill? She wanted to go to movies afterwards. I was like, no, you said you was paying. She said, I said, yes, you did. I said, you said, you asked me out. She said, I know. I said, that means you paying. She said, no, I ain't paying. I said, huh? I said, no, they had that work. No, you supposed to pay. You asked me out. So guess what? We had an argument. I said, how you got a Christian Dior bag, but you ain't got money for the meal? I said, it make no sense. The girl picked me up. Listen, the crazy part is she picked me up in a nice whip. She picked me up. All of it, but I'm supposed to pay. I said, girl, you tripping. I ain't paying. I said, I'll pay for my meal, but I ain't paying for this meal. Off of principle, I ain't paying. Guess what? I paid for my portion. She paid for her. We get in the car, taking me home. She going off. She going off. Guess what? I'm going off too. I kept telling her, you got a Christian Dior bag, but you can't pay for the meal. She said, I can pay for the meal. You supposed to be a man. So I said, you know, you got, I ain't listening no more. She said, get out. She put me out of her car on the freeway on 285, the south end of 285. She put me out on the freeway. I said, I'll get out. I ain't tripping. I walk. I had about 4 miles to my house. I walked. I was staying over there off of Candler Road Parkway. I'm walking on the side of the freeway. She got her hazards on. She's still going off. Still going off. I can't believe you think that. She going, I'm just walking. I ain't saying a word. I'm just walking. I ain't even listening to her. I'm just walking. I'm already prepared to go home. She stopped and said, okay, get in. I'm sorry, get in. I'm gonna take you home. I got in the car. She ain't say nothing. She took me home. Now listen, we didn't go out no more. But every time I saw that chick, utmost respect. We didn't go out no more. But every time I saw that chick, utmost respect. If she was in line somewhere, come up here with us. With her and her friend, come up here with us. Utmost respect. In that situation, most men would have paid the bill. Most men would have paid the bill. What I'm trying to tell you all is women know the guy from the guy. Somebody said it. Women know Ric Flair from The Rock. Two different type of men. One guy really believes it. One guy put on a show. I know folks that hung out with Ric Flair, and that's how he is in real life. That ain't how The Rock is in real life. The Rock is woke and liberal in real life. He ain't no tough guy. Ric Flair is Ric Flair in real life. Ric Flair still got chicks. You know why? Ric Flair is old. His nipples is down to here, and he still got chicks. You know why? Because when they look in his eyes, they still see King Kong. Now listen, he a gray King Kong because he's old, but they still see King Kong. they still see King Kong. So I'm telling you fellas right now, get out your mind that you got to do all this stuff to get these chicks. You don't have to do it. I'm just telling you, you don't have to do it. I don't care how many podcasts you listen to, how many books you read, or what these women say. When a woman likes you, she's going to get the bill. I'm just telling you. Because she's not going to let money stand in the way of her fantasy. She's not going to do it. She ain't going to do it. So if you don't think she got a fantasy in her mind, and you don't think she wants it fulfilled, and you think she gonna let a couple of dollars stand in the way of that, you're insane. She gonna get the bill and gladly do it. And gladly do it. And then y'all be in front of somebody, and somebody gonna hate and say, man, she paid for him to go to Thailand. And you gonna say, she did pay. I'm glad she did. She gonna say, yeah, I paid because I wanted to pay for her. You know, women say, I'm single by choice. When they be capping. I wanted to pay for them. I did it as a gift. They'll make it up. They always do. I'm single by choice. I'm working on myself. Listen, man. Oh, black guy, nah, you in Gwinnett? Okay, that's what's up, man. I'm in Smyrna. That's what's up. Oh, you got robbed on Counter Parkway? Oh, shoot. How you get robbed on Counter? Where was you at? The gas station? Where was you at? Listen, man. Ric Flair is able to pull women not because he got money. He ain't really got that money. Ric Flair spent all the money. Ric Flair's able to get women because guess what? He Ric Flair. And you know how you know he Ric Flair? Because he old and flabby and still talking the same. He ain't changed nothing. That's how you know the man is who he really is. Michael Jordan is still Michael Jordan. He still talk the same way. Oh, your truck broke down? Oh, man. It's crazy. Any chance there's some booger sugar at play with Ric Flair? I don't know. Could be. I don't know. I don't know. But listen, y'all, I love y'all. We had a great conversation today. Hope we learned something. I'll be back next week. Listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And again, fellas, like who likes you. Make it easy. When you like who likes you, it's a whole different experience. When a woman likes you, fellas, it's a whole different experience. When she likes you, she gonna hop in the driver's seat and take you on the adventure. All you gotta do is accompany her. I want a man that plans dates and is thoughtful. It's all cap. She already got a woman already has the dates planned in her head. She already got 10 places she want to go. She want a guy to come with her. All that you got, you ain't, listen, if she like you, you go into them events. Trust me, she got them all planned out. I want to go boom, 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 boom. I'm just telling y'all. You ain't listen to me. Are these women still single? No, honestly, Tierra, most of the women I've dated in my life that have been generous with their money, they married. They married. They married. Not all, but they married. I can go down the list. I can listen. They are married. They are married. Listen. I used to even say, I prepare women to get married. I used to say that. I prepare them to get married. I said when they get done. I said when they get done with me, they ready to find a husband. Now some are divorced. Some are divorced, but some are also married. And some are still single. You know, but the serious ones, most of them are married. Most of them are married. I know people have an idea in their head of women that are generous with their money, but I'm telling y'all right now, it don't matter how they look. It don't. I done had women of all the looks don't matter. A woman is still a woman. Truth Unfolded said, even dealing with a woman that wants you to have kids that she adopted, I think that's a red flag too. I ain't doing no kids. I'm sorry. I ain't doing no kids. I'm sorry. I ain't doing no kids. Listen, I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Thank you.